From WEEK, your home team. This is 25 News Today.
Good morning and welcome to 25 News Today on a dry Wednesday, middle of the work week, a much different day than yesterday, last day of August, also Gary Moore's birthday. We wish him well, taking the birthday off. Good for you, Gary. And hopefully it's a dry one for him.
Yes, I think for the most part it will be. There's just a few spotty, very light showers that may be around this afternoon. There are a few around this morning a little bit further south. Your commutercast looks good though. By 7 a.m. temperatures near 70 degrees. There will be a little bit of patchy fog around until 9 a.m. or so. So if you're out driving, make sure you are careful. By 5 p.m. mostly cloudy and temperatures near 79 degrees.
Holly Beemer, thanks so much. Our top story today, breaking news. It's been a violent night in the River City with at least 4 people shot in the span of just a couple of hours. Police first responding to gunfire at a Peoria gas station just before midnight. Happened at the Shell station at the intersection of Knoxville and Nebraska. Officers confirmed that one man was taken to the hospital with a gunshot wound to the abdomen. His condition unknown. Police have yet to make an arrest in that case. Meantime, officers then responded to a shooting on the city's south side. At last report, officers were still on the scene there. They got the call to rush to the 2300 block of Wiswall just before 2 this morning. Initial reports indicate police found a victim with multiple gunshot wounds lying in the alleyway. No further details are known. Then, just about 10 minutes later, Peoria police were called to the 2300 block of North University after reports of 2 people shot there. Investigators say the unidentified victims were taken to the hospital. The extent of their injuries is unknown. If you have any information on any of these overnight shootings, call Peoria Police at 673-4521 or Crime Stoppers at 673-9000. This morning's string of shootings come as another Peoria family continues to mourn the loss of a teenager to gun violence. As 25 News' Bo Ebenezer reports, more gunfire erupted at the murder scene this week.
Gang graffiti was left at yet another shooting scene on East Republic in Peoria. You can see R.I.P. Dewey was written. He is the most recent homicide victim in Peoria. His memorial service Sunday night also ended in gunfire.
It just sounded like it was a assault rifle type of gun. I don't know. It just sounded crazy.
Neighbors woke up shortly before 1 a.m. Tuesday to what they say were 23 gunshots at 405 East Republic, the same place where 17-year-old Aubrey Harper was gunned down last month. Police think multiple shooters were involved based on a shot spotter alert.
It was loud, and it sounded like it was right in front of my house. So I moved my kids to my bedroom, just hoping and praying that it wasn't nobody else's baby.
A bullet went through a nearby house only to strike a cabinet. A man in a white shirt and dreadlocks was also seen running down the street after the shooting. Police think graffiti left at the scene was anti-Mo Block, a known gang in the area. This shooting comes 2 days after a drive-by shooting at Harper's memorial service in the 900 block of Republic. Neighbors were lucky this time, but they're worried their children could get hurt in the future.
Every day they got to walk to school, walk home from school, so ain't no telling when anything can happen. You know, I just hope to God don't nothing happen when all the kids out here.
No one was injured and no one has been arrested. Reporting in Peoria, I'm Bo Ebenezer, 25 News.
Thanks, Bo. The Chicago police superintendent is trying to fire the officer who faces murder charges in connection with the shooting death of black teenager Laquan McDonald. Superintendent Eddie Johnson filed formal administrative charges Tuesday to fire Jason Van Dyke and 4 other officers who were at the scene of the McDonald shooting in October of 2014. The filing was expected after Johnson announced 2 weeks ago that 7 officers involved in that shooting should be fired for making false reports. A plea deal is in the works for former McLean County Board Chairman Matt Sorensen. A hearing is scheduled in U.S. District Court today in order to add a date to the calendar next month. That's when Sorensen is expected to change his plea to guilty to 5 counts of wire fraud. Sorensen is accused of getting paid for consulting work he never performed for several companies, including State Farm. Parts of the area are still trying to dry out this morning after heavy rains caused flash flooding. Check it out. This was the scene in Morton around 9 o'clock Tuesday morning. Up to 5 inches of rain caused flash flooding as storm drains struggled to keep up with all that rain. Morton Public Works Director called the event a 50-year storm, pouring several inches of rain in a short time. The torrential downpour forced many drivers off the road, but by afternoon, travel was back to normal. Flooding may cause some problems for a local state park this holiday weekend. Officials at Starved Rock State Park in LaSalle County say the Illinois River flooding might force closures and limited parking. They say people planning to visit the park over the Labor Day holiday weekend should be prepared for fewer parking spaces, and hikers should follow all safety rules on the trails. Parts of North Carolina are under a tropical storm warning this morning, while Florida braces for up to 10 inches of rain from another storm. In Florida, tropical depression number 9 is forecast to turn toward the Gulf Coast, bringing heavy rain and even isolated tornadoes over the next few days. Another system, tropical depression number 8, is grazing North Carolina's Outer Banks. Neither storm is expected to strengthen into a major hurricane. On the other coast, Hawaii is quickly preparing for 2 hurricanes. Jim Mendoza shows us how they're getting ready.
Tropical Storm Darby drenched Oahu and flooded the freeway. In anticipation of Madeline and Lester's impact, the state stacked sandbags on School Street above H1.
And the whole reason behind that is we really want to prevent all that water from going over the curb, down the embankment, and then onto the H1 freeway down below.
City crews concentrated on trouble spots to hopefully avoid a repeat of the mud bog that blanketed Dillingham Boulevard during Darby.
We managed to use of some mechanical equipment. Our facility maintenance works did the final clearing of the Kalihi Stream piece, which is up of Dillingham Boulevard, if you will.
Early this morning, a city crew swept the entrance of this channel in Eva Beach that is prone to overflow.
The city brought the bulldozer and they bulldozed the mouth of the sand, the canal, to flatten out the sand so the water can go out. So in case there's heavy rains, it won't flood into our street or into our neighbor's yard.
The city worked island-wide. Statewide, the State Transportation Department did erosion control and moved heavy equipment to key areas so it can respond rapidly.
Hana Highway is obviously a very big highway that is prone to some issues. So we're staging vehicles and equipment there. In the event there's landslide or landslides, our crews will be able to respond right away and try to get that open quickly.
Jim Mendoza, Hawaii News Now.
A good reminder that the weather could always be worse when you see and hear about stories like that.
Absolutely.
Coming up on 25 News Today, find out where you can give the gift of life today. And new details could soon be released regarding the Hillary Clinton email scheme.
I'll take you to the maps for a look at today's forecast. Pretty in downtown Peoria right now. The sun is rising. Looks nice out there. Just a few clouds around, and that's going to be the case for much of the day today.
You're watching 25 News Today with Gary Moore, Gina Morss, and meteorologist Nick Jensen. 25 News is your home team.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us. I'm meteorologist Holly Beemer with a look at your forecast for today. It's much quieter to start your day today than it was yesterday. There's very dry conditions around for most of us, and that will continue through much of the day, though there will be a few spotty afternoon showers or light sprinkles around for most of us. Downtown Peoria looks nice and quiet right now. Dry conditions. The sky is, the sun is coming up nicely, and there's just a few little clouds in the sky right now, as you can see, but it looks nice overall, and that's going to be the case for much of the day today. Our normal high is around 82 this time of year, and that's going to be pretty close to what we see for the day today for most of us. 81 degrees or so in Peoria, 80 in Bloomington is expected, 80 in Pontiac as well, 78 up near Kewanee, 79 is Galesburg, and 80 is the expected temperature today in Macomb. And again, just a nice northwest breeze that will be around, kind of helping to keep those temperatures bumped down a little bit. So for today, mostly cloudy this afternoon, just a little bit of patchy fog around this morning. It's not going to be everywhere, just in a few different areas, and that's going to last until about 9 o'clock or so. And then overnight tonight, we're expecting mostly clear conditions and cooler, and because those skies will be clear, it's going to help those temperatures to be lower as well, and so it's going to be a very nice, comfortable night overall. And then for tomorrow, sunny for the most part and a little bit breezy. There is going to be a little bit of wind gust up to about 15 or 16 miles an hour or so. So if you're going to be out, just keep that in mind. It shouldn't affect too many plans that you have. And for temperatures right now, it's not feeling too bad. It's 70 in Bloomington, 70 in Peoria as well. It's 69 degrees up near Peru right now, 68 over in Galesburg, 69 down in Havana and down in Beardstown as well. So temperatures right now, mostly sunny in Peoria, 70. The winds are calm for the most part. There is a 70-degree dew point. So again, that humidity will be with us for the day today, but the good news is that will be ending shortly, so we can get a little bit of relief from the humidity. Bloomington, the same conditions for Peoria, so it's sunny, 70, and the dew point is at 68. So again, just there's going to be a little bit of humidity around today. And radar is quiet for the most part, though there are just a few light sprinkles and showers around, and those have kind of been making their way around this morning. Those are just south of Peoria right now, making their way over towards Bloomington and down near Lincoln as well. Those might just kind of dissolve as they continue to move. They have gotten a little bit smaller in size since they started this morning. So if you're going to be out, just keep that in mind. You might run into a little bit of sprinkle or a shower. By this evening, though, just mostly cloudy skies to the south and a little bit more sunshine to the north, and there will be maybe just a light shower, looks like between Pontiac and Bloomington for this evening. And then it's going to clear out for your day tomorrow, mostly sunny skies, and then by 5 p.m. or so, a few clouds do develop, but they're going to be very spotty. And then again, just maybe a very light shower or two down near Lincoln, near Bloomington as well, but it's not going to be very much. I think probably just a few sprinkles lasting just a minute or so. And then for Friday, the clouds will be around very light and thin for your day on Friday morning, and then we're expecting mostly sunny skies for Friday afternoon as well. So for today, expect temperatures to be near 81 degrees, mostly cloudy skies, and some patchy fog, as I had mentioned, until about 9 o'clock or so. Once the sun has been up for a little while, it'll help to burn off that fog, and the conditions will start to clear and look a little bit better. Overnight tonight, lows near 57 degrees, mostly clear and cooler. The winds will be out of the northeast around 5 to 10 miles per hour, so that northeast wind is going to help to keep those temperatures cooler, and also the clear sky will help to keep temperatures cool as well. 7-day outlook looks fantastic for your day on Thursday. Sunshine, 76 by Friday. Sunshine and 77 by Saturday. Plenty of sunshine continues, temperatures near 76. By Sunday, temperatures are at 83 with mostly sunny skies. For your Labor Day Monday, temperatures near 86 degrees and sunny. By Tuesday, 85 and lots of sunshine.
All right, Holly, thanks very much. In news this morning, an arrest made on Monday after a police raid in Fort Myers, Florida, may be connected to the Club Blue shooting that left 2 people dead. Jadwin Carrion was arrested at a home in Fort Myers after drugs and weapons were removed. His mother says Carrion is being wrongly accused of drug and weapons charges. She also said he's being wrongly connected to the shooting on July 25th. She said 6 men were at the home, but only Carrion was taken into custody. In Milwaukee, at least 10 people were arrested Tuesday night for disorderly conduct and resisting an officer. Police say a crowd of at least 30 people gathered near the site of the August 13th deadly police shooting of 23-year-old Seville Smith. Police asked the crowd to disperse after receiving complaints and observing unspecified violations of the law, they said. After about 20 minutes, the crowd was once again asked to leave. Some left, but police say they began to make arrests after others refused to leave and became disorderly. The Hillary Clinton email scandal has not been deleted from this campaign just yet. The FBI says it will release the report it sent to the Justice Department as early as today, recommending that no charges be filed against the former Secretary of State. In July, FBI Director James Comey said Clinton was, quote, extremely careless with sensitive emails. However, he did recommend that the current Democratic candidate for president not be charged with a crime. No comment from the Clinton campaign. Donald Trump is heading to Mexico today to meet with that country's president. Today's meeting comes hours before Trump will make a major speech on immigration in Arizona. The Mexican president has invited both Trump and Hillary Clinton to Mexico for conversations. Trump did not speak about the upcoming trip during a rally in Seattle Tuesday night. He did, however, speak about familiar themes, including Clinton's immigration policy and securing the southern border against the flow of drugs.
It's getting worse. It's getting horrific, and not only heroin. They have drugs now pouring across the border that most people have never even heard of. We have to stop the drugs from poisoning our youth and poisoning our community.
Trump's visit comes despite a long campaign of criticizing Mexico and pledging to build a wall on the southern border. And now with a look at what's coming up on the Today Show.
Here's NBC's Matt Lauer.
Good morning. Coming up on a Wednesday here on Today, Donald Trump set to deliver a highly anticipated speech on immigration. And before that address, he's making a last-minute stop in Mexico to meet with the Mexican president. His campaign manager, Kellyanne Conway, is joining us live to talk about that strategy. Also ahead, we'll talk to the strangers now being called heroes after rescuing a woman trapped inside a burning car. They'll tell us about that scary scene captured on dramatic dash cam footage. Then, a first in over 50 years, a U.S. airline begins direct scheduled commercial airline service to communist Cuba. This morning, we're on the inaugural flight. And we'll talk to Olympian Simone Manuel, who won gold in Rio and a place in the history books 2 times over, when we see you right here on a Wednesday morning on Today.
Welcome back to 25 News Today. You have a chance to help give the gift of life today. WEK-TV is partnering with Embassy Suites and the American Red Cross for a blood drive. The Embassy Suites in East Peoria is welcoming blood donors beginning at 11:30 until 5:30 this evening. You can make an appointment by calling 1-800-RED-CROSS or visit redcrossblood.org. Time now for a look at what's trending this morning on social media. And I know you said you're not really a baseball fan, but I hope you can appreciate this. A former Central Illinois baseball star makes an unbelievable catch. Grew up right here in Central Illinois. Now check out Zach McAllister. He's a Chillicothe native pitching. The former Great Ghost was on relief during Tuesday night's game. And gosh, what a play. Yeah, Minnesota's Kurt Suzuki hit a grounder right back to McAllister. McAllister then kicked his leg at the ball, deflecting it off his leg, popping it straight up to make the catch. Indians went on to win 5-4. And then, he just kind of casually, oh, there goes the ball, I'll catch it, and then I'm going to just toss it to first base for the out. Yeah,
like
makes
no
it look
big
so
deal.
easy.
Yeah.
Bravo, well done. All right, we're back with more in a moment. Welcome back to 25 News Today. Your traffic and weather together. A beautiful morning for a drive on Interstate 74. No delays to report there or around most Peoria area streets. Bloomington normal. Some construction still around Veterans and Interstate 74. Otherwise, your drive should be under clear skies, right, Holly?
That is right. It's going to be a nice day today for the most part. Getting ready to send the kids to the bus. There's a little bit of patchy fog around until 9 o'clock or so. Temperatures are around 70 degrees right now. By 3 p.m. when you go to pick them up, mostly cloudy skies and temperatures near 80.
And we're following some breaking news this morning. A violent night in the River City with at least 4 people shot in the span of 2.5 hours. Police first responding to gunfire at a Shell gas station at Knoxville in Nebraska. That was about midnight. Officers confirmed one man taken to the hospital with a gunshot wound to the abdomen. Next, officers responded to a shooting on the city's south side. Got the call on the 2300 block of Wiswall just before 2 this morning. Initial reports indicate police found a victim with multiple gunshot wounds in the alleyway. No further details are known about that case. Police still on the scene. Officers then responding to the 2300 block of North University after reports of 2 people shot there. Investigators say the unidentified victims were taken to the hospital. The extent of their injuries is unknown. Parts of the area still trying to dry out, meanwhile, after heavy rains caused flash flooding on Tuesday. Up to 5 inches of rain fell in Morton on Tuesday. That forced many drivers off the road. But by afternoon, travel was back to normal. 5 inches of rain just in the span of a couple of hours. My goodness. And of course, nationally, weather-wise, Holly, we're watching what's happening out on the East Coast with some tropical storms, as well as another system out by Hawaii, right?
Absolutely, yep. Got to keep an eye on those. They could bring some serious flooding and some significant wind damage to those areas that will be affected as well.
All right. Well, the flash flooding here is over, thank goodness.
Yes.
Maybe some of you had some wet basements with all that water yesterday. Well, today you get to dry out. And we thank you for joining us. Have a great day, everyone.